Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So how is life? Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to discuss about the calculation part of fractions. That means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so let us start the class. Students, let us first discuss about addition and subtraction. Okay, we have already discussed that fractions are in the form of a by b. Suppose there are two fractions a by b and c by d. Okay, so we need to understand that to add or subtract fractions, okay, we need to convert them into like fractions first. Okay, like fractions having same denominator. Fine, suppose I have 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. If I wish to add these fractions, I need to convert them into equivalent like fractions. We have already discussed about that, how to convert fractions into equivalent like fractions. Whosoever is new to my channel, they can go to the playlist and watch the video. Okay, so how to convert them? 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. So I need to divide 15 with the denominator 5. So it gives me 3. So 3 into 3 and 5 into 3, that is 9 by 15. Same way, if I divide 15 by 3, it gives me 5. So 2 into 5 into 3 into 5, that is 10 by 15. Now as I have equal denominators, I can add them. 9 by 15 plus 10 by 15, it gives me 19 by 15. Okay, so students, you need to understand that this is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. Whenever we have such fractions, we need to convert them into mixed fraction. So let us now convert 19 by 15 into mixed fraction. 19 by 15 by converting into mixed fraction, it gives me 1 whole 4 by 15. This is the sum of the fractions 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. We need to follow the same procedure for multiple fractions. Let there be 10 fractions, 15 fractions, 20 fractions. We have to follow this procedure. Now we can do the same thing in case of subtraction. Let us now discuss that. Okay, students, as we have already found out that 2 by 3 is nothing but equal to 10 by 15 and 3 by 5 is nothing but equal to 9 by 15. So if I subtract 3 by 5 from 2 by 3, it gives me 10 by 15 minus 9 by 15, that is 1 by 15. So we just need to subtract the numerators or the denominators are equal. We have to follow the same procedure for addition and subtraction. Students, a question may arise in your mind that what happens when we subtract 2 by 3 from 3 by 5. Let us do it. Okay, 2 by 3 is equal to 10 by 15 and 3 by 5 is equal to 9 by 15. So when I subtract 2 by 3 from 3 by 5, I get 9 by 15 minus 10 by 15. So what happens here? As the denominators are same, I need to subtract the numerator, that is 9 minus 10, which is minus 1 by 15. See, here I have minus 1. Minus 1 nothing but an integer, negative integer. Whosoever is new to my channel, they can go to the integer playlist and they will find the calculation of integers. The details of integer is available in my playlist. So minus 1 by 15 is a rational number. Okay, we will discuss about the rational number later on. We can also subtract a greater fraction from a smaller fraction. No worries. But it will not be a fraction. It is a rational number. Okay, or a negative fraction we can say. Okay. So students, this is one of the ways we can add or subtract multiple fractions. Okay. Students, now we are going to discuss about another way which we generally follow to add or subtract multiple fractions. Okay? Students, let us now take the same fractions 2 by 3 and 3 by 5 and find out their sum. Okay? So, to add these fractions or to subtract these fractions, we need to follow certain steps. Step 1, find the LCM of the denominators. Okay? Step 2, write down the LCM as numerator. Then we need to divide the LCM by the denominators of each fraction and multiply the numerators with their quotient. That means here what we have to do? We have to do LCM divided by denominator. I am writing D for denominator. Then we need to multiply it by the numerator. I am writing N for the numerator. Then we need to give the addition symbol. Then we have to do same procedure for each of the other fractions. So again LCM divided by denominator multiplied by numerator and so on. Okay? So let us now follow the same procedure and find out the sum of 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. Okay? LCM of the denominators, here the denominators are 3 and 5 which are prime numbers, so the LCM is their product. That is equal to 3 into 5, 15. LCM is 15. So in second step what we need to do? We need to write the LCM as the denominator. Then LCM divided by the denominator, that means here 15 divided by 3 into the numerator 2 plus 15 divided by 5, LCM divided by the denominator into the numerator, that is 3 in this case. So let us now calculate. 15 by 3, that is 5 into 2 plus 3 into 3 divided by 15, that is 10 plus 9 by 15, 19 by 15 which gives me 1 whole 4 by 15. We get the same answer. So in this way we can find out the sum of given fractions. So this is the method we generally use to find the addition and subtraction. Okay, let us now discuss an example for subtraction. Okay, students, suppose we have a question 4 by 5 minus 3 by 8. So what we need to do? We need to find the LCM of 5 and 8. We need not to show the LCM here. We can do it roughly and then we can place the LCM wherever required. So what is the LCM of 5 and 8? That is nothing but 40. So we need to write the LCM as the denominator. Now LCM divided by the denominator, 40 divided by 5, that is 8. 8 into 4, that is 32. Again LCM divided by the denominator, 40 divided by 5, that is 8 into numerator, 8 into 4, 32. Minus again LCM divided by the denominator, 40 divided by 8, that is 5, and 5 into numerator 3, 5 3s are 15. Now we can do the subtraction part in the numerator, that is 32 minus 15 gives us 17 and denominator is 40. So 17 by 40 is the answer for the question. Okay. So in this way we can find out the subtraction of the given fraction using this process. This is the process we generally use. Okay. Students, let us now discuss some more examples so that you can have a better understanding about addition and subtraction of fractions. Okay. Students, let us now discuss this question. Okay. Here we have three fractions, 7 by 12 plus 8 by 9 minus 5 by 6. What we need to do? We can do the calculation simultaneously, the addition and subtraction. There is no problem. So in the first step, we need to find out the LCM of 12, 9 and 16. You need not to show the LCM calculation over here. You can do the rough calculation and you can represent that LCM wherever required. Okay. So What is the LCM of 12, 9 and 6? It is 36. You can find it by yourself. Okay, 36. The second step, what we need to do? LCM divided by denominator 36 by 12, that is 3 into numerator 7. 3 into 7, 21 plus 36 divided by 9, 4, 8, 4 jar, 32 minus 36 divided by 6, that is 6, 6, 5 jar, 30. Then we need to calculate the numerator part, that is 21 plus 32 minus 30, that is nothing but 23 divided by 36. So this is the answer for the question 7 by 12 plus 8 by 9 minus 5 by 6. So now let us discuss another question. Okay, suppose you have a question like this, that is 3 minus 1 whole 5 by 6 plus 7 by 12. Most of the students have the confusion about this whole number. Okay, so do not worry. The whole number has always the denominator 1. Okay, we need not to show the denominator over here because 3 by 1 is equal to 3. So we need not to show the denominator. So whenever you see the whole number, you just need to remember that the denominator is 1. Why? Because you need to find the LCM for the denominators. You might be thinking that, sir, there is no denominator. So what to do now? Most of the students think like that. So there is no denominator. No. Always the whole number, the integers, they have the denominator 1. Okay. What about this? This is the mixed fraction. We need to convert it into improper fraction. So how to start the solution? We need to write it down like this. 3 minus 6 1 is 6 plus 5 11 by 6 plus 7 by 12. Okay. So now we need to find out the LCM of the denominators. That means denominators are 1, 6 and 12. 12 is a multiple of 6. So we need not to find the LCM because we have already discussed about this. So here the LCM is 12. Fine. So what we need to do next? 12 divided by the denominator, in this case 1. So 12 divided by 1 is 12 into 3, that is 36. So the easy way to do the calculation, in case we find any whole number in addition or subtraction of fractions, we just need to multiply the LCM with the whole number. 12 3 are 36 minus 12 divided by 6, that is 2, 11 into 2, 22. 12 divided by 12, 1, 1 into 7, 7. So it gives us 43 minus 22 divided by 12, that is nothing but 21 by 12. Students, we have solved these questions and now we have 21 by 12 as the calculation. Okay, but you need to understand that we should always represent the fractions in their reduced form. So here 20, so we should represent 21 by 12 in its reduced form. That means we need to divide 21 and 12 by its SCF, which is nothing but 3. So 3 7s are 3 4s are. Now 7 by 4 should be represented in the mixed fraction form. So 4 1s are 4, remainder is 3 and 4. So 1 whole 3 by 4 is the answer for this question. Okay, hope you understand. So let us revise it again. What we need to do? We need to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. We need to remember that the whole number has the denominator as 1. And we need to remember one more thing, that if we have a fraction that can be reduced, so we need to reduce that fraction, and then if it is an improper fraction, then we need to convert it into a mixed fraction. Okay, so this is the right way to calculate. Okay, just keep it in mind. Students, let us now discuss about multiplication and division. Okay, so if we have two fractions a by b and c by d. So when we multiply, we write a by b into c by d. That is nothing but A into C divided by B into D. Okay, in this way we can multiply fractions. Let us discuss some examples. Students, let us take fractions 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. When we multiply 2 by 3 into 4 by 5, we get 2 into 4 divided by 3 into 5, that is 8 by 15. We just need to multiply the numerators and the denominators. Let us take another example. Suppose we have 2 by 3 and 9 by 16. Okay, so now when we multiply, we get 2 by 3 into 9 by 16. Now you need to understand something. See, you need to concentrate on the numerators and the denominators of both the fractions to simplify your product. Okay, what you need to do, you can divide the numerators and the denominators with the denominators and the numerators of the other fraction. How? See, here 16 and here the numerator is 2. So you can divide 16 by 2. 2 8 are 16. You can cross the numbers and you can write the quotient over here. Same way, 3 and 9. 9 divided by 3, that is 3. So we need to write the quotient at the dividend part here. 9 divided by 3. So we should not write 3 over here. 3 3s are 9. So quotient is written over here. Now it gives us 3 by 8. Students, let us now see if we don't do the division part here itself. Okay. So 2 by 3 into 9 by 16. It gives us 2 into 9 divided by 3 into 16. That is 18 by 48. Now here also we have to reduce the fraction. That is 6 3s are 18, 6 8s are 48, and it gives us the answer 3 by 8. In this way also you can do the multiplication. But I always advise you all to go for the first procedure. Why? Let me make you understand with another example. Okay. Students, suppose we have fractions 42 by 96 into 32 by 49. See, if you go for the second method, which is to multiply 42 into 32 and to divide it by 96 into 49, we need to go for the multiplication of bigger numbers. Okay, but if we look into the fractions, we can find the relationship between the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction and denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. What is the relationship? See, 42 and 49, they are in 7 table. So we can divide them with 7. 7 6 are 42, 7 7 are 49. Same way, 96 and 32 are in 16 table. So we can divide them by 16. 16 2s are 32, 66 are 96. And then we can also see that, see, 6 and 6, they divide each other, leaving behind 1. So don't think that nothing is left here, because 6 1s are 6, 6 1s are 6. That means 1 by 1 here remains 1. We should not leave it like 0. Okay, everything is cut out, so it is 0. No, it is not 0. Whenever we divide the numerator and the denominator and they are same, it gives us 1. We have already discussed it in our previous videos. Okay, so here now the result is 1 into 2 by 7, that is 2 by 7. Students, by following this procedure, you can find the product of such fractions having bigger numbers very easily. Okay, so you should always follow this procedure. That is my opinion. If you don't want to do that, you can do the other way also. But always remember, you need to reduce the fraction at last. Okay, students, suppose we need to multiply a fraction with a whole number. Then what happens? Let us see. Suppose I have 5 into 3 by 7. So as we have already discussed, the number 5 has always the denominator 1. So we need not to bother about that. We just need to multiply the numerators and divide by the denominator, because 1 into 7 is 7. So 15 by 7. Again, we need to convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction, that is 2 whole 1 by 7. So this is the final answer of 5 into 3 by 7. Okay. Students, let us now discuss about division. Okay. So suppose we have two fractions a by b and c by d. You need to remember that in this case it gives us a by b into d by c. D by c is the reciprocal of c by d. You need to remember this, that when we go for the division, the divisor is inverse, or we need to multiply the dividend with the reciprocal of the divisor. Okay, here a by b is the dividend and c by d is the divisor. So we need to multiply the dividend with the reciprocal of the divisor. Okay, then we need to follow the same procedure for multiplication, that is a into d divided by b into c. Then we will find the answer for the question. So let us discuss some examples. Okay, suppose we have fractions 15 by 38 which is to be divided by 30 by 19. Okay, so what happens here? We need to write 15 by 38, it remains the same, into reciprocal of 30 by 19, that is 19 by 30. Okay, so now we need to follow the procedure of multiplication. So we see that, okay, 30 is in the table of 15, so 15 2 jar, again 19 2 jar. So here it is 1, it is 1, 1 1 jar 1, 2 2 jar 4. So the answer for the division is 1 by 4. Okay, let us now discuss another example. Suppose we need to divide 35 by 76 with 7. What happens here? 7 is a whole number, but it has the denominator 1. We always need to keep it in mind. Okay, so what happens? 35 divided by 76 into the reciprocal of 7 is 1 by 7. So it gives us 7 5s are 35. Okay, 7 1s are 7. 76 1s are 76. So 5 by 76. We cannot reduce this fraction more because 76 is not divisible by 5. So the final answer is 5 by 76. Okay, hope you understand. Students, today we have discussed about addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of fractions, and we have also discussed some examples. Hope you have understood everything clearly. If not, please watch the video again, and if you have some doubts, please mail me on the mail ID that is available on the screen. Okay, whosoever is new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, to have a better grasp on mathematics, you just need to practice more and more. So go through the books you have, do all the exercises, and I hope you will now find it easy to do the calculation part of fractions. So just keep revising, keep learning new things, enjoy your life, but most importantly, keep smiling.